What's up, guys? It's Marcus from Rare Candy. Today we're going to be going over a new deck that you can make with the new set Steam Siege. This one is a Mega Steelix deck, and pretty much the strategy is to take as many prize cards as possible before you lose. Pretty much, here's what it is. 3/3 Mega Steelix line. Your main attacker, so yeah, 3/3 seems good. I don't think you need a 4/4. You really, you don't have the energy to play all four anyway, so the 3/3 I think is fine. You really only get 2 set up in a game anyway, so. Steelix's second attack, best attack in the game, Iron Tail, 1 metal, 4 colorless, and then you flip a coin. If heads, you flip until you get tails. Yeah, you flip until you get tails. You do heads for times the number of heads. So, 5 energy, you got a 50% chance of, doing 100 damage. So, you one-shot fairies if you flip heads. Mega Steelix is where it's at, though. I'm gonna put this blurry one on the bottom so that you guys can maybe see this better in the video. But Mega Steelix, 160 damage for the same attack cost as Iron Tail. This does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So the bench spread is alright. Like if you have, your opponent's got a 170 HP Pokemon on their bench, and then you put 10 on it, you can one-shot it with the 160, I guess. But yeah, so it only does 160 damage for that much energy, but there's ways to boost it in this deck with things like, we'll get over it in a minute, but fighting stadium, strong energy, stuff like that you can attach to Mega Steelix and make him more powerful and whatnot. Next, to help him boost up that attack cost of, 5 energy, we got a 2/2 Clawitzer line. His ability Mega Boost. Once during your turn before you attack, you may attach a special energy card from your hand to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. So, pretty much it helps you just get down your energies quicker. You run double colorless, strong energy, and shield energy in this deck, so you can, just speeds up his, 5 energy attack cost. Next, we have a Jirachi in here. This is good against everything that plays special energy, so you can play it against Ray, Night March, the Mirror, if someone else for some reason decides to play this deck. Yeah, Jirachi's just good. It can help you out against Giratina too if you can get one down like really fast. Maybe like buy you a turn before they start locking you down and stuff. And you can get around the Giratina a little bit with this ability here, but yeah, so that's what Jirachi's in there for. It's good. We play 2 Shaman. You want to have as much bench space as possible for like Clawitzers and stuff, so 2 Shaman seems good to me. Helps you get through your deck quicker, but you only want to run 2, I think, for the bench space and everything like that. So that's all the Pokemon in the deck. We'll get into supporters now, I guess. We play 2 Sycamore. Sycamore is a really good draw card, but we only play 2 because you run like a lot of things you don't want to discard too often, like special energy and things like that. So 2 seems good to me. There wasn't ever a time in the battle video where I was like, dang, I really wish I had more Sycamores right now. So I think 2 is fine, especially with Versus Seeker in format. We play 3N because you're going to be losing. You'll want to play this to put your opponent's hand size down a little bit more. You're gonna, and you'll always get to draw 6 generally. So 3N seems good. Next, we've got 2 Karina. Karina's good because, you got your Mega is a fighting type as well as a metal type, so you can grab him and a Spirit Link. That's usually the combo you're going to go for. You might also be able to grab, a couple of other different trainers in here, like, a search type Pokeball thing, like a Heavy Ball or Ultra Ball, things like that. But generally, you're going to be grabbing a Mega Steelix and a Spirit Link, so that's pretty much what Karina's in here for. You only need 2. I don't think there was never a time where I was like, oh man, I really need more than 2 Karinas in here. I think 2 seemed fine for sure. 2 Lysanders, so you can pick off those easy Shaman prizes and hopefully catch up a little bit to your opponent. 2 Lysander seems good to me. I think that's pretty standard. You don't want to go any more than 2, but I don't think playing less than 2 is good. I think 2 is perfect in this deck. Then we play an AZ. AZ is good to pick up, stuff that's in the active. Your stuff's got a decent retreat cost. I think, oh gosh, he's got a 4 retreat cost. Wow. So he retreats for 4. Clawitzer retreats for, I think, just 2. Yeah, just 2. You can pick up Shamans and reuse them. I think AZ is just a good card to have in most decks in the first place. It's good to be able to pick stuff up, and you can heal things lightway too. It's like a different form of healing, I guess. But yeah, so AZ is just good. Hex Maniac is really good in pretty much every deck now. There's so many abilities running around right now, so I think 1 Hex is definitely solid for sure. But yeah, that's all the supporter cards. Now we'll get into like the items. We play 4 versus Seeker, pretty standard. You play 4, you grab your supporters back and reuse them and stuff, so you guys know what that does. We play 3 Ultra Ball. I think 3 is fine. I don't really, I was never hurting for a 4th Ultra Ball. I think, 3 is good. You can grab it with Karina. You can search out for other things like Clawitzer if you need to. A Shaman. You can, discard a couple things and thin your hand down so you can draw more cards off of Shaman. So I think 3 was good. You can maybe play 4 if you want, but I like 3. I think it was fine. We play 1 Heavy Ball and 1 Level Ball. Heavy Ball is good, obviously, to grab these gigantic Mega Steelixes and Steelixes, help you get set up. But you only play 1 because, you can, I don't know. You've only got 2 Pokemon that really you can search in this deck with Heavy Ball, so 1's fine for that. 1 Level Ball is good too because you've only got 2 Pokemon, again, that you can search with that, just the Clauncher and the Jirachi. So I think 1 Level Ball is fine. You can grab it with Karina to help your Claunchers get set up too. So yeah, that seems good to me. We play 3 Spirit Link. That seems good. You don't really need 4. It's not Mega Manectric, so 3 seems fine. Let's see, we've got 2 Float Stones. Everything's got a pretty nice retreat cost, so not, I guess, nice, but everything's pretty heavy in this deck, mostly these guys. Clawitzer got a 2 retreat cost. You really don't want to pay energy to retreat him. I don't even think you can attach you can attach Double Colorless to him, so, but it's just good to have things that have free retreat. You can just, when something gets knocked out, you can just throw something active that's, just a safe thing to throw up because you can just retreat, for free, so. 2 Floatstone seems good to me. We play 3 Trainer's Mail to help us grab these items and supporters with. It's just a good consistency card. I think 3 is fine. We play Escape Rope and Switch, one of each of those, because again, you got a big retreat cost. Escape Rope's really good. You can bring up other Pokemon. I think Escape Rope's just a good card to have in most decks to throw off your opponent and stuff. And then also, it's a switching card, so that's good. And then you play 1 Switch because again, Steelix has a 4 retreat cost. It's nice to not have to manually retreat when your attack costs 5 energy. Basically, I think if you manually retreat, that guy's not attacking again in this game. Even with the help from Clawitzer, it's just, yeah, you don't want to do that. So Switch seems good. We play in a Sacred Ash to put Pokemon back in if stuff gets knocked out, like Claunchers and Clawitzers and Jirachis and things. So Megaphone's good. There's, Garbodor would probably suck to play against because you'll not be able to set up. You won't be able to Mega Boost. So definitely play Megaphone in this deck because Garbodor is definitely going to be big, I think, especially when standard format comes in. And then we play 1 Special Charge. We only play Special Energy in this deck, so Special Charge seems good. You can shuffle 2 Special Energy cards from your discard into your deck. It just helps you recover that stuff. But yeah, 1 seems fine. Lastly, for the trainers, we play 2 Fighting Stadium. 2 seems good to me. Your Mega is a fighting type at the same time, so this really helps him boost his attack, especially against EXs when you're only doing 160. You want to buff that in as much as possible. So 2 Fighting Stadium seems good for now. And then for the energy, we play 4 Double Colorless Energy, 4 shield energy and 4 strong energy, all special energy. So because you're a dual type, you can attach, the shield energies and reduce 10 damage for each one that's on there. Because you're like also a fighting type, you can do the strong energies to buff your damage even more, helping out that 160 attack cost, boosting it a little bit higher. It's cool that you have options for different strategies if you're playing against something where you don't necessarily need so much of a damage buff, but you can, opt to put more shield energies on to, prevent more damage being done to him. So, yeah, it's helpful. It kind of buffs his HP up a little bit, or defends him a little bit more. So that way, instead of getting 2-shotted, you're getting 3-shotted, or sometimes even 4-shotted, depending on what the damage your opponent is doing is. Or if you're playing against big EXs and you're just trying to trade prizes, if you can even do that with this deck, you'll be able to strap some strong energies on him and then boost his attack more. But yeah, I think it seems fun for sure. Dual type, it was really cool playing a dual type for the first time. So I like that idea how they made it. And he still is primarily, I guess, a steel type or metal, whatever. Because he still has the fire weakness and the psychic resistance. But it's just nice to, and his attack cost is a metal, and then 4 double colorless or 2 double colorless energy. So yeah, 5 energy. Anyway, it's cool that he has the perks of a fighting type. It's definitely needed. I think if he wasn't part fighting, I think if he wasn't a dual type, this wouldn't even be a video. You wouldn't be able to play him. But it definitely helps him out a lot that he can abuse things like strong energy. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's the Mega Steelix deck. I wouldn't suggest you play this in competitive play, but it's definitely fun. It was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy playing it. I did enjoy trying to set up the 5 energy. I like this list. I think it's pretty good. Or as good as you can get with this kind of a deck. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.